Let there be peace and love. Welcome to Satsang. To realize oneself, which is always here. Let the appearance go back to its source. There is nothing else to do. It is not about working on the appearance, transforming the appearance, or taking appearance as a means. You are already that one searches. You are that which is real. And because of that, this appearance which goes on changing is possible to be seen, felt, conceived through this apparent body-mind. It's not the contrary. It is not through the body-mind, senses, thoughts, concepts, that one can catch what is. All that comes from and disappear into what you are, the so-called trouble is one takes himself for body-mind. So a body-mind lives on experiences. He wants to experience. And enlightenment is like the cherry, golden cherry on the cake. One has to experience enlightenment. Happily, enlightenment, liberation from illusions don't come into the grasp of anything. You are it. It remains unseen, unheard, ununderstandable, unconceivable, unknown. So just keep quiet at the source of whatever rises. If this is not taken, if one has got an experience which he wants to check all doubts, please do it. Satsang is the best place for that. Because it's the place where you are thrown always into yourself, that you never leave. But because of some belief, you think so. You think you are lost or that you are away from what is. And again, that's the best way to empty the mind. It is to bring back whatever arises, to bring it back to its origin. Because you see, our mind is so crowded, so busy with objects, that one needs, the seeker for liberation, he needs some empty space, some vacancy in the mind to be able to hear. You are already that. Don't search for it. That's it. How one becomes a seeker is because he gets tired, you see, tired with objects. Objects means anything, a feeling, an emotion, a concept, an idea. He's exhausted. But he forgets to see that the exhaustion is the one who feels exhausted. That is too heavy, too tiring to carry. Who told you that one is a seeker? Who told you that you are body-mind? The world of the appearance, surely. Not the voice of the sages. Mm-hmm.
What would you say about this extraordinary phenomenon that consciousness is looking for itself?
Mm. It looks like you have to believe you are a body-mind to suddenly shake up, be troubled, and search from where this idea came. Why? You ask why. It's part of the illusion to say why.
It's mysterious.
It's mysterious, but we cannot stop at this answer, because then it's like a kind of acceptance about this mysterious appearance, and then one doesn't realize himself necessarily with this. So I'm not sure that the mystery is the real answer. It's an answer in the appearance. It's true, you cannot explain that far. It's mysterious for the mind. Now, who makes the differences? It is the mind, isn't it? Who makes the questions? Who makes the seeking? The mind, the seeker. So, who is the seeker? Who thinks he's the seeker? And there, even this why and how, or the need, the compulsion to have a meaning to this all absurd search, fades away. It's only the mind which creates differences, questions, the need to have an answer. That's why the mind has to surrender even this answer, it's a mystery. Because you see, that answer may keep one quiet for 99% of the time, and suddenly, for some reason, one event may just blow up that answer, and then you will be at loss. You will search again. So let's not rely on any answer. The identity, that's why he searches, huh? The identity wants to know the why and the meanings and what is beyond his identity, his sense of I. And this sense of I is obviously identified with I am a body-mind, I am born. So all comes from the feeling of the identity, feeling separated or unsatisfied. So the answer will not be in the mind of somebody. It will be when that somebody who thought is born surrenders that idea radically prior to grasping this idea, that direction. And when a why or a how rises from there, one doesn't consider it. There is no valuable answer.
Is it really possible that the one surrender itself completely?
Of course. Yes. Feel it.
The one.
When you mean the one, means the one who has a question?
The person.
Yeah. This is the message of our masters. Yes. Otherwise, we will remain in some acceptance of maybe a bigger satisfaction than the ordinary mind could give before. But yet, you see, you are depending on your acceptance. And you cannot trust what changes, what is the nature of everything is changing. But you see, if you don't think you are a body-mind, you can see yourself, I'm sure. If you don't think you are a body-mind, what remains? Is it subject to time? No. And that's what you are. Bas. And to make it an abidance, not to have a yo-yo with the mind, one has to keep quiet for a period of time. It can be up to the death of the body, it can be before, it's not under control. But at least one is aware that whatever comes from this natural quietness, it's mind. One will not look at it. And if you compromise with one question, you take the big risk to be caught again. So
It's good to take risk.
I would not take risk to search again. Never.
No, it's not.
Once you know that you can be freed from misery, why to take risk with something which appears and goes on changing? It is the contrary of wisdom. It's very good to take risk in satsang because you are thrown back to yourself, not with the world. So, Yes.
Although I'm not this body, I can experience it.
Yes.
But I needed to realize that.
It's because it looks you are embodied that you ask this question. Somebody has to... Yes, yes. I have no answer other than the one I gave, you see. It looks like, in fact, it happens this way. So what a luck to have a body of human. Okay.
But there I have the confusion.
Please tell me.
Because it pulls often back.
Yeah.
Although I know it's an instrument.
Okay, okay.
And there I'm blocked. There are moments I experience an enormous joy.
Yes, lucky you are.
But it doesn't remain. And then I see also, I try to grasp it, and then I lose it.
It's like water.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But
what is its nature? What is the nature of this experience of joy? It was owned by whom?
At that moment I don't think. It's...
Yeah, but the one who speaks of joy. I own something, you see. So it's of this same nature. You speak of this one, that I even see with my eyes, isn't it? In his search, he has experienced that. Very good. Because at least you were free from your mind for a while. Now you see, to really be freed from your mind doesn't mean only the activity of the mind. You see, the mind is like a coin. It has two sides. It is activity and it is peace. It is troublesome and it is joy. So that's called movements of the mind. So there is just one step. Whenever you experience something, including that joy, don't feed your identity telling, oh, what a pity, I grasp and it's gone and so on. Just keep quiet from where you can see all this movie. Let it be joy as let it be its opposite. And you are that now. You just keep quiet. Don't grasp your mind for a minute, for less than a minute. Doesn't mean anything. There, can you lose anything? Just now. And whatever you feel or is expressed through that, let it express. But you are not that. You are from where it can be done. Shown. Yes. Now from there you try to tell me something. From there.
When you say keep quiet,
Why is it?
when you say keep quiet,
Mm.
is that an instruction to not follow a thought? So a thought or an image or perception comes into play. Is your instruction not to just to watch it, just to observe it and let that?
Who is asking me this question? Tell me. Tell me. I'm replying you. Who is asking this question?
I don't know.
So I is there. The one you know very well is there. Doesn't matter. From where I come from. Keep quiet there.
When I'm sitting here, my mind is almost quiet. When I'm outside, my mind is talking.
Then don't sit here and don't go there. Because you see, this quietness is circumstantial. Even me, I'm quiet here.
Yeah, my question: what is the difference between inside and outside?
You make the difference because you feel you are a body. It's only the body and the mind which makes a difference. Yeah, the body-mind, it knows only in and out. What else? The mind, it knows only black and white. In, out. Beyond, not beyond. So you have to cut off the tyranny of that mind, who imposes that belief it's real.
Well, that's easier than...
No, it's not easier because you fall into the quite circumstantial quietness of your mind. So you are not really here. Really here you are yourself, where in and out doesn't count. So, what should you do?
Stay here.
You always stay here and come to the beach. Wherever you are, you see. So it's very easy. Whenever you catch yourself speaking of this or of that, or of in, out, and all those things, what do you describe in one word?
Phenomenon.
Yeah, the mind. Phenomena.
Yes.
The mind. The appearance. So, if you can see or feel or observe an appearance, who are you? It's always that direction which has to be taken more and more, you see. Otherwise you are lost in this and that, in what the mind presents. But we have done that all the time, and that's why one searches, because it's not possible to live in this suffering of being this, and then this is removed and that comes and it's less loved and this and that, and it's complicated, it's miserable. And it's true, it's because you confuse yourself with the mind and the body. They are linked. So simply ask, from where I come. Keep quiet. To allow yourself not to grasp the mind just next. And don't speak of here and there then. Don't speak then of here and there. Can you? No. That direction. You will never get satisfied, even if you are satisfied with a peaceful moment or a joyful moment, you see. You will never get satisfied. But you will forget about the one who wants satisfaction. If you just keep quiet where you always are, before the creation. Have you anything to say? I don't know your name.
My name is Manfred.
Manfred.
From Austria.
Yes.
I was going to say anything, but then I thought it comes from the mind.
Why?
It is said by teachers that the arrogant mind will never make it.
Right.
I've heard, no?
Yes, right.
I feel a lot of arrogance in me sometimes.
Yes. The mind itself is arrogance, you see. So it's not more or less. Mind is pride. The mind, the identity to think I'm somebody is the pride.
So I think I will not work on this. I leave it the way it is, more or less.
Yeah.
And I see it, and
Yeah.
I'm aware of it,
Yeah.
and leave it aside.
You leave it aside, very good.
I will not work on my arrogance or whatever.
Excellent.
I see it, I am aware of it, and I try to minimize it as much as
But then you work on it if you try to
Well, it's
minimize
true,
it.
actually, yes. So I will live it. Full power.
So you wait. Very good, I see it too.
What, the
So-
arrogance?
Yeah. so, what you see, you are not. So you are left with what?
With that which sees it.
Yeah. So, what is it? What is this which can see the
Yeah,
arrogance?
the self, of course, the consciousness.
The self, of course. You learned your lesson.
I didn't get the joke, but
You answered anyway, an answer which will finish the dialogue anyway. But
No,
you
but
know
see-
it, you
see my
know.
point. You see my point.
Of course I
Thank
do.
you.
No, I do. No, but you can see my point too. You see, the mind is arrogance. You are very right. But you forget maybe the owner of the mind in it. Huh? I, who sees my mind, this is arrogance. Okay, you are not what you can see. Keep quiet from where you can see that.
Yes.
That's all.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Bas.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you for the answer, for
I didn't.
the relief.
I didn't hear that. Huh?
Thank you for the answer.
Ah,
It's a relief somehow.
I hope.
Because it's a concept also was what I heard. I felt
You
it was
just
a
keep
concept.
quiet. It's beautiful.
Okay.
Just go to it for yourself. Huh? Where are you?
Stay like this.
Forever. And even if something appears, it appears on you. Even if you say that after 10 hours of identification, who cares? Time is identification. It is the appearance on you. You don't need to disidentify this appearance, this time. You just need to realize yourself.
It's fascinating because any formulation of a question is in some way the mind trying to strengthen itself, it seems, however subtle it goes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Even me saying this,
yes,
me, the mind in some way, like inflating itself.
It's fed on questioning, answering, having convictions or doubt. Yeah, the mind is a full tyrant.
Yeah, hungry.
It is fed. If you believe there is anything valuable regarding the reality, if you have seen it once for all, you just keep quiet. You don't want to take the risk to feed it more.
This question also probably comes from the mind, but it's disturbing. You spoke about surrender today, and how to surrender fully, and what is surrender? Is it also part of the mind surrendering?
I will just come to this. If you don't grasp how is surrender? How? That question of the mind. What happens?
Just cry.
Because here, once for all, whatever you pick up feeds the so-called reality of the mind. It will not solve even your surrender. Surrender, and when you don't pick up how to surrender. That's wrong. Finish with the mind. Let it work for the world. Let it not impress you or make you think again that it can solve who you already are. Okay. And surrender is said when it's radical. Otherwise you are on the way to. Up to you. The mind will invent anything. You see, it will go from I am not worthy to liberate myself now or this life. If you listen to it, you delay. Or all, whatever imagination one's got, up to I am enlightened And from there, a lot will grow. You see, to surrender a thought is not to listen to it or to just know no more. No more, you fooled me so long, it's over. It's over. I'm myself, I prefer to be myself. I don't need to know with myself what it is. That much surrender. But then, yes.
How to be active, like doing your daily responsibilities, and still what would be the key to remember to just not get caught in this, afterwards?
You see, who you are is not depending on forgetfulness or on remembrance. You are it. You are it, and it doesn't mean body-mind. Let the body-mind just react. It has its own intelligence, and don't worry. According to circumstances, it will react. It will act. Don't worry about that.
To just keep on working
and always know I'm not what I can observe. Then you tell me again. You have to try to sandwich your day like that. Instead of putting the inside sandwich, the satsang or I am that in reality, you do the contrary, you see. You start your day with I wake up, even if it is knowledge, but you use this knowledge. I am that. I'm not this body-mind. Even if your mind finds it mad, you just say that. You do your day. You close a sandwich with I am that before sleeping. It's a big difference. People do the contrary. That's you. Oh, you are new. Not so new to me. We already met? Never? Okay. Nice.
Yes, I just thank you.
I have to thank you. You came after all. Okay. But nothing, it's okay for you. Very good. And you, what is your name?
Yeah, Linda. Linda.
Linda.
I'm from Germany.
Yes.
Yes, I'm getting closer.
You can come close, that's
No,
true.
I'm inside.
Yes.
Close.
What did you follow before coming here? What is your background?
I have been to summer camp
Ah,
and I'm to Brazil. I'm going to Brazil.
yes.
Son of God many times.
Yeah, also you are a blessed being, huh?
Sorry?
You are a blessed being.
Yes?
Because of Samapan for John of God.
So what do you want? What do you want?
I don't know at the moment.
Ah, good to know. Try to know what you really want. Huh? It's important.
Yeah.
Otherwise you will be like a bag of rice, rolling here and there all the time. Huh?
I want to say I want enlightenment, but it sounds very big.
Mm.
Awakening.
Oh, it sounds good.
That's why I'm here.
Uh-huh, very good. Very good. Okay. Mm. Right. It's good if you have nothing to say. It's very good. Very nice language. You want to hear something from Papaji? Let us see. What do you want? Ah, just surrender. Oh, there are many about surrender. You want to hear? To put a final dot? Okay. Surrender to the source. Surrender to awareness. This is the only place of protection. Surrender your heart and you will know all. Surrender to consciousness and bliss. Surrender means to surrender your bondage and simply be freedom. Surrender is the ego bowing down to its source. No more demands or commands, but just putting all in the hands of the source. Surrender is to submit your stupidness, your wickedness, to the will of existence, to consciousness and bliss, and being happy. That's all. Surrender. Let silence have you. Surrender is to surrender your concept of separateness, your ego. Surrender is to discharge your river of separateness into the ocean of being, losing your limitations and allowing to happen what happens. Surrender the addiction to your senses. You don't need to stop them, but you need to have perfect control over them. Ego is a poor driver of those 5 horses. But the Atman charioteer will not make a mistake. Surrender the realms of your senses to the Atman. As the river surrenders to the ocean, surrender yourself to the self, the source. And if you find you are still swimming on the surface of the ocean, stop swimming, and you will sink into depths of love. Surrender to the divine and keep quiet. Wisdom. Inquire into the divine and keep quiet. Aha! Listen, young men and women. Understand that you are not in love with a body. A body, be it man or woman, is a corpse. No, that what appears to be love for another is really love of self, because other doesn't exist. So this innermost love can be given to no other. Love of friends is for the sake of self, not for body to body. True love has no lover or beloved, because all love is love of self. If you want to really love the Supreme Self right now. Love the ultimate truth. This love is freedom. So, just remember there is no inside and outside. Only this. Thank you very much.